Hello, this is Spartan Commander, and this is a 929th Rome Total War Brotherhood game that I've put onto YouTube. And just to say, give you a warning here, what a cracking battle I've got for you today. And just to say, this is fought on one of our new custom maps. This map seems to be quite popular amongst RTW players. You've got the big open plains there if you want to fight out in the open. If you notice here, the big rock here, if you form up around the rock, you've got slightly higher ground there, as you can see around the rock. Okay, you've got woods in this map, so if you want to bring barbarian troops, you get the woods bonus, or of course if you want to hide units, you can spring those nasty ambushes. There you are, you've got some more woods there, as I say, for barbarian troops, or those ambushes that you might want to spring. And as I say, there's big open plains as well if you want to fight out in the open. So as I say, it's quite a popular new custom map, this one. Okay, our first teammate is Brotherhood member Fesson. Now he's got 6 archers, 10 infantry and just 4 cavalry. Quick look at the upgrades on his infantry. I think you'll be quite surprised. Oh my gosh, 8 upgrades. 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. How rare is that on the 31k battlefield to see 8 upgrades? As I say, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. I mean, that is some solid kind of infantry there, isn't it, with those type of upgrades. Very, very rare to see that. And on top of that, he's got a morale boosting eagle unit there. Okay, so he's got an additional morale boosting unit as well as his infantry general morale bonus. So he's got fantastic upgrades on his infantry and loads of morale. I'm thinking his cavalry are probably just gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry. So with those 6 archers, that's a pretty solid Roman army there. It'll be interesting to see how well it does during the course of the battle. Our next teammate is Brotherhood member Aurelius with his faction of choice, Greek cities. Now he's got 10 Spartans, 6 archers, 3 Pell tests and 1 armoured cavalry general. Now for those of you that might not have seen Pell tests before on the 31k battlefield, there's a close-up of them there. Okay, you'll see that they carry spears and they can throw those spears as well. I think they're pretty good against chariots as well there. I think their spears do a lot of damage. So that's an interesting Roman army there of Aurelius's. That would be a tried and tested army of his. Okay, our next teammate is RTW player King Adnam. Now King Adnam has got 10 cavalry, 10 archers. Okay. Remember that Parthia, we allow 10 cavalry now because we know their infantry is so poor. Alright. It's only 6 foot archers max now in our games, and King Adnam missed those rules and he's bought 10. So he's going to withdraw 4 of those archers during the course of the battle. Quick look at the upgrades on his cavalry there. You'll see his infantry, his archers have got 8 upgrades on. 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack, but they are only medium range. Putting those upgrades on, you get the most out of them he can. As I say, his cataphracts there have got 8 upgrades on. Those that like statistics, that gives them a 13 attack, a 29 defense, and of course they've got a 9 charge bonus. And we do call the cataphracts the tanks of the ancient world because they're armored from head to toe. But as I say, King Adnan will withdraw 4 of his archers there. And as I say, the statistics on these cataphracts are, as I say, 13 attack, 29 defense, and of course they've got a massive 9 charge bonus as well. So that's a pretty solid Parthian army there of King Adnam. And our last teammate is myself, Spartan Commander, who's got 16 sacred band spearmen and 4 slingers. Very old army. We're going to have a look at that army a little bit later on. I'm going to take you back in time. So there you go. You can see here now the 2 teams, very diverse. We've got Rome, we've got Greek cities, we've got Parthia, and of course we've got Carthage as well. Should be a cracker for you to watch. And here is the other team. We have RTW player Lando. Now Lando's got 5 archers, 11 infantry and 4 cavalry. Okay, quick look at the upgrades on his infantry. Now you'll see he's got 7 upgrades on his infantry: an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. As I say, that experience stripe, that veteran stripe, really does keep your troops fighting longer. And his cavalry have got 7 upgrades on, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. So that will be, make no mistake, a tried and tested Lando army there, and quite a tough army, I would suggest as well. Their next teammate is Brotherhood member Tabor. Now Tabor's got 12 infantry, 6 cavalry and 2 archers. Just to say, nice to see Tabor back on RTW. And if you notice, he's also got 7 upgrades on his infantry: an experience strike, gold shield, gold attack. So as I say, I think people are starting to bring infantry now with experience stripe on them. As I say, it does keep your troops fighting longer. I'm guessing his cavalry probably just, yep, gold shield, gold attack on his cavalry there. So that's 2 good solid Roman armies there. Their next teammate is that is H07 Punisher. Now H07 is his medieval Total War 2 clan tags, but it is RTW player Punisher. Now he's got 14 pikes and 6 chariots. Okay, 14 pikes, 6 chariots, no archers. Quick look at the upgrades on his pikes. You'll see he's got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. And just look at the length of those pikes that our men have got to fight down to kill the men on the other end. As I say, we've talked about that a lot in battle videos in the past. But as I say, they're 14 pikes and 6 chariots, but no archers. So it'll be interesting to see how he uses that army during the course of the battle. Okay, their last teammate is Brotherhood member Royer 35. Now he's got 14 pikes and 6 cavalry. Okay, 14 pikes, 6 cavalry. And there you'll see that his general unit has only got 6 upgrades on, gold shield, gold attack. But most of his pikes have got 7 upgrades on, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. And his cavalry, I believe, have got 7 upgrades on, an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack. So their team is also quite a diverse team. And as I said before, what a cracking battle this is. Okay, at this stage of the battle, I'm going to put you into a time machine and take you back to 2007-2008, when this battle formation and army was first put together. This Carthage army was first made, I would say, it was about 2007-2008, and the battle formation was about the same time as well. So I've actually taken you back in time. I've got no cavalry in this old army. Okay, so this army is about 17-18 years old, and if you just look at the battle formation there, you can see how old-fashioned and out of date it is, really. Remember that over 17 or 18 years, battle tactics, strategies, army builds and battle formations have all evolved and got better and better. So, and a lot of you will know, a lot of regular viewers will know, I like to bring old armies, old battle formations, old tactics and strategies from many years ago to the modern battlefield, just to see if they can still be effective today. So as I say, this army and battle formation here is about 17 or 18 years old. You know, very old fashioned, probably out of date if you look at it. But can it still be effective in 2024 against really good players? Well, I guess as the battle unfolds, we'll just have to wait and see. But it could well be a bit out of date. Okay, at this very early stage of the battle, you'll see that my Carthage army is actually meant, I bought this Carthage army to either face Pontus or Macedon. Okay, that's the reason I bought this old Carthage army. I'm in the worst position that I could be in for my team here, facing 2 enemy Scipii armies there. Imagine the damage they could do to my old Carthage army with the pillars they could throw into me. So what I need to do now is move towards the enemy Pontus and Macedonian pikes and try and keep away from the enemy Roman Scipii troops there. Okay, so you'll see I'm moving off down to the right here, and I remember suggesting to Aurelius that he brings his Spartans up to face the Scipii troops and Fessin as well. So both Fessin and Aurelius are bringing their armies over to counter the two enemy Roman Scipii armies there. You'll see that Lando here, being his usual aggressive attacking self there, moving forward, he would love to get my Carthaginians in archer range of his archers there, because he knows he could do me a lot of damage there with his archers if he could get close. So that's why I'm moving away so fast now, away from Lando's army. Obviously he'd like to get his infantry close to me so he could throw his pilers in, but as I say, I'm going to swap places there with Aurelius. Remember, Spartans have got 2 hit points, excellent specifications, but you put them up against the big 121 man pike units, and they're not so good. Whereas Carthage seems to be better against the big 121 man pike units. Now here you'll see Fesson running his infantry and cavalry up from the other flank. As I say, Aurelius and Fesson with their Roman and Greek cities armies there will face the enemy Scipii troops. Okay, and now you'll see here that King Adnam has got 10 archers, 10 foot archers. Well, we only have 6 foot archers in our games now, because our games were turning into archer fests. So we only allow 6 foot archers now. So what King Adnam's going to do, he's going to withdraw 4 of his foot archers, and I think he's going to white flag them by the red line, so they'll leave the game. Okay, over here you'll see the Macedonians there and the Pontus pikemen there moving towards us. Okay, and as I say, the Pontus and pike armies, Pontus and Macedonian armies may well team up. We'll just have to wait and see about that. But as I say, Aurelius has brought his Spartan army over here to face either Lando or Tabor there. Be interested to see what happens there. Okay, and as I say, Fesson's moving his purple SPQR army up from the other flank up to this side as well, so that he can face one of those Scipii armies as well. Okay, so but as you can see, I've moved my Carthage army down towards either Pontus or Macedon. But as I say, if they team up, there's no way that I'm going to obviously fight them both. I shall have to see what happens there. But here, as I say, you can see Aurelius moving up towards Lando. Now, as I say, Lando, very aggressive, very attacking player, and we know his infantry has got an experience stripe, gold shield, gold attack on it. So he's got some pretty solid Roman infantry there. He may well fancy his chances against those Spartans. We'll just have to wait and see. Pause the game for a second here. Okay, so there you are. You can see King Adnam there withdrawing those 4 foot archers. He's going to take them over to the red line and white flag them, so they'll go across the red line, and then all he's left with is the maximum 6 foot archers that was allowed in this battle. Okay, we did say to him he could keep those additional archers because he just didn't read the rules, but he said no, to be fair, he would withdraw those 4 archers. Okay, so here I'm either going to take on Pontus or I'm going to take on Macedon. Okay, obviously no way I can take on both of them. Remember, Macedon, I believe, has got 3 additional defense points, more than Pontus, before any upgrades are put on. Okay, so Macedon will be the target. To me, Macedon's going to be the tougher pikes, so that's what I'll be going for there. We've got a lot of missile troops here, units here, ready to throw missiles into those big 121 man units. Okay, and there you can see Fesson's army there. I think they're winded at the moment, but it looks like he's going to be facing Tabor. Okay, as it looks like Aurelius here is going to be facing Lando. Okay, so that's the situation of the battle so far. Remember, the battle is still young. It hasn't been going very long at all. And it'll be interesting to see what happens here. You can see Aurelius got his Pell test there, ready to throw some spears either into the chariots. Now, it wouldn't surprise me if Punisher tried to attack the Pell tests with his chariots there. I don't know if that's a chariot archer unit, possibly a chariot archer unit there. And you can see the Pell test throwing their spears into that chariot archer unit. And you can see that chariot archer unit has now been routed there. So that was a nice hit there by Aurelius's Pell tests. As I say, very unusual to see those units on the 31k battlefield. But here you can see both Pontus and Macedon moving in on our right flank. Okay, now remember that King Adnam has got Parthia, so he's just got cavalry there. And here, as I say, you can see Aurelius facing Lando there. It wouldn't surprise me if Aurelius tried a massive attack here on Lando's infantry, but I wonder, as I say, with Lando's good upgrades, he may well try and hold there and hold and pin those Spartans. Make no mistake, there'll be a lot of pilers going into Aurelius's Greek city's army there, and you can see Tabor moving his Scipii army forward as well. Okay, so there you are. You can see Aurelius here. Looks like he's going to attack Lando's army. You can see Tabor, as I say, moving his army forward there towards Fessens. I should make sure I keep my Carthaginians away from the enemy Roman troops, as I don't want a mouthful of pilers coming in on my troops. But I've got to make a choice here. It's either going to be Pontus or Macedon. As I say, Macedon are probably the better troops, so I might go for them. But of course, my other ally here on this flank is King Adnam, and all he's got is cavalry and 6 archers. Okay, so it kind of puts me in a little bit of a difficult situation, if you like, facing 2 pike armies. Remember, those Pontus pikes have got 8 upgrades on, 2 experienced stripes, gold shield, gold attack. Okay, so as I say, here you can see Fesson has now moved up some infantry to face Tabor's Scipii army there. So well done to Fesson there. Hopefully he'll hold and pin Tabor there. But as I say, just look at those Macedonian pikes coming in on our right flank. Okay, and you can see the Pontus pikes moving forward as well. It looks to me like the two pike armies there, Macedon and Pontus, are looking to try and take my Carthaginians out if they get a chance. Okay, sheer weight of numbers here, I think, is what they're thinking. Okay, but you can see here what the movement that I'm doing here with my Carthaginians. I'm heading towards the Macedonians. Okay, as I say, I believe them to be the better troops out the 2 lots of pikes. Okay, because they've got those 3 additional defense points. So that's what I'm looking to hit. I know that if I hit them, the Pontus pikemen are going to come in on me. But I've got a tactical and a strategic thought going on in my mind here, and I'm going to share that with you here. What I'm thinking is, if I can hit Macedonian hard enough, hit the Macedonian pikes hard enough to pin and hold them, I'm hoping that King Adnam could possibly get his fully upgraded cataphracts in behind the Macedonians in a hammer and anvil attack. Okay, that's what's going through my mind at the moment. Because make no mistake here, my position is well, it's kind of quite delicate, as you can see there, with 2 massive pike armies there. So I've got to try and think of something here. Okay, so that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to try and hit the Macedonians hard. Okay, try and hit them really hard if I can. Pause the game for a second. So as I say, you can see here the length of those pikes. Okay, that's the pikes that my Carthaginians have got to try and fight down to kill the man on the other end. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and hit those Macedonians before they put their pikes down. Okay, that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to hit them before they put their pikes down, so I can get close to them. Do you see what I mean there? So their pikes are still up, and my Carthaginians now, come on, charge in there like a bang, as my Carthaginians smash in to those Macedonian pikemen with their pikes up. Okay, that gives me a big advantage there as I move in on them. Okay, that chariot unit there was starting to attack my my troops. I've got one of my slinger units around there that I'm throwing slingshots into the rear of those Macedonian pikes. I've got another unit there throwing slingshots into their flank. Okay, so, and there's lots of other missile troops there that will be shooting into both Pontus and Macedon there. Remember, those 121 man units are extremely susceptible to missile damage. So you can see here that I'm worried about the Pontus pikes coming in on my flank as I attack those Macedonians there. Okay, so I need to be very aware of those Pontus pikes coming in on me. I'm going to peel some of my units off of my battle formation to try and neutralize the Pontus attack while I take the bulk of my troops into the Macedonians. Okay, and what I'm hoping here, now I haven't communicated this to King Adnam, but I'm hoping he's going to get his Parthian cataphracts round the flank of the Macedonians to about here, and when he's ready, smash into the back of the Macedonians there in a hammer and anvil attack. That's what I'm hoping he's going to do, okay, as I pin and hold the Macedonians. Okay, meanwhile over here on our left flank you'll see that Aurelius with his Greek cities army is attacking Lando's army there, and you've got Tabor's Scipii army facing Fessen's purple SPQR army. But this could be a very, very pivotal part of the battle here. If my plan does not work, I'm going to lose my entire army here, and probably the team will then lose the battle because of this risky tactic that I'm trying here. Okay, so there you can see the Pontus pikemen coming in on my flank there as I'm attacking the Macedonians. Okay, so as I say, very risky this. The bulk of my Carthaginians I'm taking on into the Macedonian pikes to try and pin and hold them. Okay, that's what I'm trying to do. I want to pin and hold as many as I can, but I'm also peeling units off the back of my battle formation to try and counter the Pontus pikemen that are coming in behind me. Okay, now what I'm hoping, as I say, is King Adnam here is going to take all his cataphracts, I can see some more coming in, and place them around behind the Macedonians, maybe around about there, and when he's ready to smash into the rear of them. Okay, that's what I'm hoping. But you can see my Carthaginian army here is literally, potentially, could be engulfed by enemy pike units here. Okay, just look at all those Pontus pikes coming in on me, as well as I'm fighting the Macedonians already. Just look at that position my Carthaginians are in at the moment. Very dangerous for the team, actually. Okay, so can you see how I'm really pushing in with the bulk of my Carthaginians, and the Macedonian general here is really pushing in with his pikemen here. They're looking to kill my Carthage army between them, obviously, and you can see the Pontus pikes coming in behind me. As I say, I'm turning some of my units there to try and neutralize the Pontus attack coming in from behind, but the bulk of my Carthaginians I'm taking into the Macedonians to try and pin and hold them. But I am trying to counter those Pontus pikes coming in behind me. But you can see my army is in a really bad position there, but it's all part of the tactics and strategies that I'm thinking of here. Now King Adnam here, he's got a lot of his well upgraded troops here, his cavalry there, and I'm just hoping that when he's ready, he's going to smash into the rear of those Macedonian pikes for a hammer and anvil attack. If this tactic, if this strategy pays off, you are going to see a classic hammer and anvil attack. Okay? That's what you're going to see if it pays off. If it doesn't pay off, my army is going to be completely destroyed. So this is a real tactical, real strategic risk, and it really is a risk. Okay, so watch King Adnam's cavalry. See his cavalry. See the Pontus pikes really pushing in on my Carthaginians. Can you see? Really pushing in. Now, here comes the Parthian cavalry of King Adnam. Get ready for this. And they're really going to hit. And bang! As they smash in. And then the next unit, bang! And then the next unit, bang! Bang! And the last one going in, and bang! As it smashes in there. Oh my gosh. Classic hammer and anvil attack. You might have noticed that I started to advance with my Carthaginians even more aggressively into those Macedonians, and as I say, that is an absolute classic hammer and anvil attack. My spearmen being the anvil, and of course King Adnam's cavalry being the hammer. Meanwhile, I'm still fighting other Macedonian units and those Pontus pikes that are coming in on me as well, with those units that I've kept back. But here you can see a classic hammer and anvil attack. I'm hoping we're going to rout all those Macedonian units in between us there. That's what I'm hoping. Here you'll see Fessen has sent 3 of his SPQR Roman troops down here to help me here. Maybe throwing pilers into those Pontus units, or maybe even attacking the rear of them. As we move over to the left flank here, you'll see that Lando is holding really well against the Spartan attack there. So well done to Lando. And there's Tabor. Looks like he's going to bring some infantry in behind possibly in behind Aurelius's fighting Spartans there. So Aurelius is doing extremely well there, holding there, and well done to Fesson. He's got his troops up there as well. These Macedonian companion cavalry here are charging into our missile troops. Looks like he could kill a lot of our troops there. He could get himself some really good kills through doing that. But here, the hammer and anvil attack. Let's see if we can rout the bulk of those Macedonian pikemen there. Just look at that cavalry forcing its way in there into those pikes. And you can see my spearmen moving forward into those pikes as well. So, oh my gosh. We have just witnessed a classic hammer and anvil attack there. I just can't tell you how good that was to see from our point of view. Right, you can see the Macedonian pikemen that were caught in that trap have now been routed. We've routed all of them there. And that's good news, because I can now turn my Carthaginians to face the Pontus pikes coming in on me at this stage of the battle. So really well done there to King Adnam there. I thought both of us there played that quite well in, as I say, the old school, old-fashioned hammer and anvil attack. Okay, so as I say, I'm turning my Carthaginians now to face the Pontus troops. You can see that there are 2 or 3 Macedonian pike units left there. So there you can see my Carthaginians really pushing in onto those pike units there. That's good news for us. I think that's the Pontus general that's just been killed. So that's taking a general morale bonus away. Right, can you see the cataphracts that King Adnam lost in that hammer and anvil attack? All those purple cataphracts of King Adnam he lost there. But if you look at the piles of Macedonian dead, the Macedonian pike dead there, I think it's probably worth it there for the cataphracts that he lost in that attack. Meanwhile here, look, you can see Fesson's infantry sent over to help us, and those cataphracts of King Adnam still doing well there. You can see that Punisher's still got his chariots. There's some enemy cavalry floating around there as well. But as I say, you can see I've put all my Carthaginians now into fighting these pikes. As I say, the Carthage faction, they punch above their weight when it comes to these big 121-man factions here. And you can see them doing really well against Pontus and Macedonian pike units there. Okay, and I can see some Pontus pikes coming in on our flank. But remember, Pontus morale's not very good. Could you see them rout there? Those units have just routed there. And as I say, Pontus general was dead, and their morale's pretty low, and without the general bonus there, they're likely to rout. Okay, so this could be another hammer and anvil attack going on here. Meanwhile here you'll see a couple more Pontus pikes coming in against Fesson's infantry. You can see Fesson's infantry facing Tabor's infantry. I can't believe how well Aurelius is doing here, holding with his Spartans against Tabor's infantry and Lando's infantry there. And you can see Tabor bringing more infantry in behind Aurelius there. So I can't tell you how good Aurelius is doing there on that left flank, with help from Fesson as well. But here you can see King Adnam taking his cataphracts around the battlefield here. He may well smash in to these Pontus pikes in another possible hammer and anvil attack. Get ready for this. Watch King Adnam's cataphracts here. Get ready. Here they come. Here they come. Get ready for this. Bang! As he smashes in there. Look at the impact and penetration of those cataphracts. Oh my gosh. Great hit there. So that's routed those remaining Pontus pikes that were involved in that part of the battle. There's a chariot unit of Punishers there attacking the cavalry there, the cataphracts. He won't want to put that chariot unit anywhere near my spearmen, because my spearmen will kill that chariot unit really quickly. Punisher needs to pull that unit away from my spearmen there, or they will die quite quickly. Right, now, this is a bit unlucky for King Adnam. Can you see he's charging his cataphracts, smashing into those 3 Pontus pikes, but Punisher spotted that and he turned his pikes just in time and put his pikes down just in time. And poor old King Adnam now is charging into those pikes with his cavalry. But remember, he's got a 9 charge bonus, and I think his cataphracts are fully upgraded, so they might penetrate. They might just penetrate through those pikes here, and bang, as they smash in there. Oh my gosh, just look at the impact and penetration there. Those cataphracts did. And don't forget, you got Fesson's SPQR infantry attacking the rear of those Pontus pikemen as well. Oh my gosh. There you are. All those 3 Pontus units have just been routed there. That was a nice hitter by King Adnam. That was another hammer and anvil attack. Look, Fesson's infantry being the anvil and that cavalry being the hammer. You can see I'm moving some of my missile units forward there. So that's good. That's those Pontus units taken out. That's very good news for us. You'll see that I've now upped spears and I'm heading over to finish off those other Pontus pike units that were there. Okay, I just want to get those finished out the way if I can. And don't forget, as I say, all our missile troops will be firing arrows and slingshots into the enemy troops. They're weakening them all the time. And as I say here, you got Fesson's troops facing Tabor's troops there. And over here, as I say, Aurelius has been holding really well against a combination of Tabor's infantry and Lando's infantry there. So well done to Aurelius. He's even got a couple of units that round the flank of the enemy Scipii troops there. So well done to Aurelius. Has held really well there. And as I say, you can see Tabor there pushing in on Fesson's forward units. And as I say, with my Carthaginians here, I just want to finish off the last of these Pontus pike units there. I don't really want to let them rally and come back into the battle, so I'm going to hit them and try and take them out the best I can there. And remember, that's the Pontus general unit there, but if you remember, the general was killed there. So you can see me pushing in on those Pontus pike units there. Meanwhile, over here, you can see that Tabor's cavalry is coming into Fesson's infantry. Get ready for this. And bang! As they smash into Fesson's infantry there. I think Fesson's holding really well. His infantry are holding extremely well. Remember, I think he's got an experience. Oh, he's got 2 experience stripes, hasn't he? Fesson's infantry, if you remember, has got 8 upgrades, 2 experience stripes, gold shield, gold attack. That's why they're holding so well. Right now, I've managed to take out those Pontus pike units. I've now upped spears, and I'm going to run up towards my allies now to try and help them. And actually, I'm going to try and head over towards Aurelius and help him on the other flank if I can. Here you can see some of Tabor's infantry chasing Fesson's cavalry away in the woods there. But as I say, Aurelius here, I think, has been doing really well, bearing in mind he's been inundated by enemy Scipii troops. I think he's been holding extremely well there on that left flank. And as I say, you can see Tabor's infantry chasing Fesson's cavalry. Okay, so as I say, my battle damaged Carthaginians now. I've upped spears and I'm heading over towards the enemy troops there. It wouldn't surprise me if Tabor moved his cavalry away from my anti-cavalry spearmen. As I say, our missile troops have been firing loads of missiles into the enemy troops. Now there's Tabor's general. Can you see the square banner above his unit there? That's the general unit. And I am now trying to kill Tabor's general. Take the morale bonus away from Tabor's troops if I can. Make no mistake, I'm concentrating on them. But remember, all my Carthaginian units are now extremely battle damaged. You see that chariot going in there like bang! Oh my gosh. And can you see my Carthaginians basically wiped out that chariot unit as it charged in there? I thought you might find that quite interesting. Just goes to show how chariots can be killed by pikes or spears quite easily. Now remember here that the enemy are the blue Scipii troops. Oh, this is good news. Lando's general has been routed. So well done to Aurelius, he's routed them. But you can see a couple of Aurelius units have now started to crack under the pressure of how long they've been fighting over on that left flank of ours. Okay, over here you'll see some of Tabor's infantry there, still chasing Fesson's cavalry, still possibly going over going after King Adnam's cavalry as well there. Okay, so there's a lot of infantry there going after Fesson's and King Adnam's cavalry. Okay, so as I say, here you can see a chariot unit starting to chop up some of our missile units there. You can see that chariot. They've realised, I think Punisher realised the damage that our missile units have been doing to both his units and the Macedonian units there. So he's thrown a chariot unit in there that just chop us up, and he's doing a lot of damage there to our missile units there. Routed a couple of units. You can just see the damage that he's doing there with those chariots there, killing loads there. Routed 2 of our missile units there. And here you can see I've got my battle damaged Carthaginians there, trying to get over to Aurelius on the other flank if I can. See how I'm moving over there, trying to get to him. But I've been intercepted by Scipio troops. There's another chariot unit going in there like a bang! As that chariot unit goes in there, trying to attack my SBQ or ally. And that chariot unit is now run amok. But you can see my Carthaginians now fighting those Scipii infantry there. As I say, I was trying to get over to Aurelius here, but I think I'm a bit late. It looks like a heck of a lot of Aurelius's units have finally routed there after fighting for so long on that left flank. So you can see my Carthaginians. Ideally, I don't like putting Carthage up against Rome. They don't do that great against Rome, the Carthaginians, but those Roman units are tired and battle damaged, so my Carthaginians have managed to do quite a good job there. You can see Tabor's still got a lot of cavalry left here, and I can see a lot of enemy Scipii infantry running down towards my Carthaginians there. Can you see all those enemy Scipii troops coming in there to attack my Carthage troops? Oh my gosh, that's a real scrap going on there. I'm just hoping, you know, maybe we could get a mass rout going there. If we could get... There's King Adnam's cavalry charging in there. Look, he's only got very, very battle-damaged cavalry units left. And remember that Parthian morale's not very good there. Just want to show you, can you see him using his alt attack weapon? There you are. Can you see the effective against armor maces that they're using there? Can you see the effective against armor maces hitting those heavily armored Roman troops? So those bonus, that effective against armor bonus will be high against heavily armored Roman troops. You can see me moving my Carthaginians in there to try and finish off those Scipii troops if I can. Fessus cavalry's just charging there as well. There's my Carthaginians arriving now, look, trying to take out Tabor's general. That's what we need to do there, take out Tabor's general, and I think the rest of his troops would just rout at this stage of the battle. There, you can see there, right, that's good news for us. So it actually looks like our team has managed to go on and win this battle here. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it looks like, as I say, our team's managed to go on to win the battle. And it's quite a spread out battle, actually. If we go all the way over here, this is where King Adnam's cataphracts smashed into the back of those Macedonians there. There's that big pile of Macedonian pikemen there that were caught in that hammer and anvil attack there that we did. Look at all those dead there. Oh my gosh, it's just like a carpet of dead there, isn't it? I'm moving over here as well. This is where my Carthaginians were fighting those Pontus pikes coming in behind me there. Move over here there. You can see that's those cataphracts. Remember when Punisher turned his pikes just in time, and poor old King Adnam lost a lot of his cataphracts there against those pikes, but he still took them out in a hammer and anvil attack, so that was good. Here you can see there's just a couple of enemy units left now, I think. So that if we move across the battlefield here, we can see more dead. As I say, the red cloaked dead Spartans always stick out on the battlefield, don't they? Whatever battlefield we actually fight on, the red cloaks there always stand out there. And as we move over here, as I say, on this left flank, Aurelius was holding really well with his Spartans there against all those enemy Scipii troops. So well done to Aurelius there. So there's a view of the actual whole battlefield. I think if I remember right, Aurelius might have had 3 units left at the end of the game. There's one there, so that's one of his units. 2, has he got any more? 3, 4, there you are. So actually at the end of the battle, Aurelius just have 4 battle damaged units left there, and he's still fighting a couple of Tabor's units there now, but he did really well. As I say, my Carthaginians, I've still got several units left, as you can see, but they're all very battle damaged. And here you can see the last of Tabor's troops starting to rout now. And as I say, it looks like our team has managed to go on to win the battle there. You can see the last of the enemy troops starting to rout now. I just saw that Spartan unit glow, just got a battlefield promotion. Remember, when a unit does well in battle, you'll see it glow, and it gets a battlefield promotion, which is a stripe, an experienced veteran stripe there. And as I say, I just think there's a couple of Tabor's units left now fighting, and it wouldn't surprise me if he admitted defeat there anytime soon. Here I can still see him moving his troops around. They're tired, very battle damaged there. I mean, really, I suppose we could go up to triple speed now, just to speed things up a bit. You can see the last, I think that's the last unit of Tabor's left there. And as I say, at this stage of the battle, it's always a good idea just to admit defeat when the battle's clearly over there. We can get on to another battle. Okay, so the first thing I'd like to say is really well played to everybody in the game. I thought everybody played really well. And as you can see, it was a close victory. Rare these days to get a close victory. And highest kills in the game unusually goes to myself. Very pleased with the kills I got. But remember that the person with the highest kills, he didn't just get that on his own. His team has helped him to do that. The team has enabled me to get those good kills. So well done to the team there. They're the ones that helped me get those good kills with great teamwork there. So well done to them. Well done to Royer 35. Look at that. Massive kills. Highest kills in his team and second highest kills in the battle. So well done to Royer 35 with his Macedonians. Well done to Punisher. He got over 1,000 kills with his Pontus army. So well done to him. Well done to Tabor. He also got over 1,000 kills. So well done to him. And well done to Lando. He got over 1,000 kills as well. So really well played, guys. Well done to King Adnam. Did well with his Parthian army there. Great support. Great smashes of cavalry hits there. Well done to Aurelius. Held really well on that other flank for so long. Really well done to him there, holding the enemy troops up. And well done to Fesson. He was supporting and attacking all over the battlefield there. What about faction advantage? Who do you think had faction advantage? They had Macedon, Pontus, Rome and Rome. I think that's quite a strong combination. And I had Carthage. We had Carthage, Parthia, Greek cities and Rome. So I suppose ours is quite a strong combination as well. Please put your thoughts about which team had the best factions there. I always like to see what you think about that. Okay, so Spartan Commander saying please leave a comment. It's always nice to read what you actually think about our battles, or please leave us a thumbs up so we know that you enjoyed it as well. So this is Spartan Commander saying bye for now. Look forward to seeing you soon with some more great battles.